Hey everybody, it's Bella Mahaya Carter. I wanted to come and talk to you today about a survey that I did, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I sent a survey to my newsletter subscribers, and if you were one of the people who filled out that survey, I just want to say thank you. It was really so just filled with information, and I found it really valuable. One of the things on the survey that really interested me and surprised me a little bit was that most of the people who are on my email list are interested in writing as a tool for personal transformation and growth. I don't know why that should surprise me, because that's been so much the reason that I have written for my whole life. But it did surprise me, and it made me a little bit happy because I realized that in my heart of hearts I'm a healer, and so much of what I do in my writing circles is to help people get out of their own way so that what wants to be expressed through them can come. And this is my passion and my commitment and really my joy. But you have to show up, you have to really be willing to be vulnerable. And I remember when I was pregnant with my daughter many years ago, I remember that I had this dream, and I was sitting in the dark on a cold surface. I didn't know where I was, and then suddenly this little ball of dancing light. Do you remember the little ping pong balls of for sing-alongs on TV? It was like something like that. It was like this little ball of light, and it just appeared and it beckoned me. And so I got up and I started following this little ball of light, and I realized that I was in a cave. And I was led to the wall of the cave. I touched the wall, and a piece of the cave wall broke off in my hands, and I was bleeding. But I remember I was really interested in the cave wall, so I turned it over, and I looked at the inside of the cave wall, and I realized that it was filled with precious gemstones, and it was completely bright and light, had all this light in it. And so I took that piece of cave wall, and I started going like this. I started just, moving the light around so that I was using it as a flashlight to navigate my way through the cave. And when I woke up, I had the awareness that I am the cave, and that I am here to excavate treasure, to do it myself and to help other people do it. And the only thing that I actually needed two things. I needed to have patience, and I needed to have faith. I had at that time absolutely no idea. In fact, I vastly underestimated how much I would need of both. But over the years, I've continued to excavate the treasure, and I'm writing these 100-word stories right now, and I am mining old materials for that, for stories. And I have this motherhood memoir that I wrote many years ago. It was never published. And I call it my kitchen sink memoir because I just threw everything in. At the time, I didn't understand that a memoir had to be focused around a particular theme. But it's been super interesting to realize that what I was doing many years ago when I was writing that memoir, and by the way, I sent that memoir out maybe 5 times. I didn't know any better. I sent it out without having it edited first, I would never do that today. But I kept thinking I was failing. I kept thinking, I wasn't getting the response that I wanted. It kept coming back to me. And in those days, we sent them via mail, and it kept coming back to me. And what I guess I've learned is that it's really important to just trust the call to write, and that if you feel the call to write, you must write. And when you don't honor that call, it just keeps knocking. And sometimes we can become dead to that, and we just ignore it because we're afraid. But it's always a beautiful thing to see when people say yes to that desire, to that call to write. I'm going to be starting a new series of writing circles this fall, starting September 26th. And I hope that you'll come with me and excavate treasure. I'd love to see you there in Right Where You Are, Community Writing Circle, starting September 26th. Have a great day.